I think more shock and dauntingness was more the feeling I felt. But it was, the thing is, I think I was on such a high.
Imagine waking up one morning only to realize you now control one of the most valuable private estates in the world. Thousands of acres, ancient castles, stunning coastlines, and properties that have been generating wealth for centuries. This is exactly what happened to Prince William. But here's the twist. His choices as the new owner have stirred tension inside the royal family, causing ripples that even Queen Camilla couldn't ignore. Her sister was quietly removed from her role, and that's just the beginning. We provide such content for daily basis, so don't forget to like and subscribe the channel for daily updates. Today, we're diving into everything William inherited, the estates that shaped the monarchy, and the power moves that hint at the future of the royal family. On September 8, 2022, the world watched as Queen Elizabeth II passed away at Balmoral Castle. Her death triggered a massive shift in titles, wealth, and property for the British royal family, and for Prince William, now 40, the impact was monumental. When his father became King Charles III, William automatically became the Duke of Cornwall. That title isn't just ceremonial, it gave him control over the Duchy of Cornwall, a private estate valued at around $1.2 billion. We're talking 135,000 acres of land, large estates in Cornwall, Dartmoor and Devon, the Isles of Scilly, historic farms, and investments that have grown in value for nearly 700 years. King Edward III created the duchy in 1337 for his son, Edward, the Black Prince, setting a tradition that the monarch's eldest surviving son becomes Duke of Cornwall. Nearly 7 centuries later, it's all William's. In 2025 alone, William earned roughly $30 million from the duchy, from tenants, holiday rentals, financial investments, and centuries-old rights. Interestingly, this income is technically tax-exempt, but William chooses to manage it responsibly, setting the tone for the next generation. The story gets more complicated when we consider properties outside the duchy. Queen Elizabeth II's personal estates, Sandringham and Norfolk, in Balmoral Castle in Scotland, were privately owned, passed down through generations. After her death, they became King Charles III's property. Sandringham serves as a country retreat for Charles and Camilla, while Balmoral covers over 53,000 acres of the Scottish Highlands. These aren't just homes, they're symbols of tradition, places where the family grieves, celebrates, and hosts world leaders. In one day, both will pass to William, marking another massive transfer of influence and wealth. William's approach to managing these estates sent shockwaves through the royal world. Queen Camilla's sister, Annabel Elliot, a celebrated interior designer, had been employed by Charles for decades. She was deeply involved in maintaining and styling royal estates, earning 6-figure sums for her work. Then William took over the duchy, and she was removed from the payroll. The reason? Not incompetence, not personal animosity, but a clear message. The future duke and future king makes his own decisions. He brought in his own trusted advisors and friends, signaling a shift in power dynamics within the royal family. William's choices are more than administrative, they're symbolic. They mark a generational transition from Charles's era to William's, showing that the next monarch prioritizes efficiency, modern values, and independence. For Camilla's family, who benefited under Charles, this is a reminder that positions and perks aren't guaranteed. This isn't revenge, it's leadership, and it's setting the stage for how William will manage the duchy and eventually the monarchy once he becomes king. Consider this, the late Queen's personal fortune was around $500 million, and the royal family's overall holdings exceed £18 billion in land, property, and investments. When William ascends to the throne, he'll inherit not just wealth, but centuries of legacy. Balmoral, Sandringham, the sovereign grant, and private collections. Managing estates of this scale isn't just about money, it's about responsibility, relationships, and influence. William is learning, sometimes the hard way, that being heir isn't just a title, it's a complex balancing act. Queen Camilla currently holds influence and access across Buckingham Palace, Clarence House, Sandringham, and Balmoral. But her position could shift once William becomes king. Estates she now shares will be under William's control, and her family's influence may diminish, highlighting just how pivotal William's decisions are. At the heart of it, this story is about inheritance, not just wealth, but power. tradition, and responsibility. William grew up witnessing the pressures of the monarchy, from his mother's struggles to his father's decades-long reign. Now he has the opportunity to shape the next chapter. Removing Annabel Elliot may seem small, but it speaks volumes. The monarchy is moving into William's hands. His decisions will define the next generation, set priorities, and show the world how the future king manages both legacy and family dynamics. So what do you think? Is William right to start fresh with his own team, or does this risk alienating those who served under Charles? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. If this video gave you insight into the royal family, like it, share it, and subscribe for more fascinating stories about the monarchy.